So this whole AI stuff that Google just showcased during the presentation of the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro is kind of blowing my mind. Like, I honestly did not expect this presentation to be as good as it was. It seems like Google is focusing more on AI because, especially in the camera department, because, let's be honest, no matter how good technology is, you can't fool physics. There's only so much stuff you can fit inside a phone this thin. So to combat that, you gotta go towards AI. Also stick around because later in the video, I want to be going over some pre-order deals just in case you guys do want to pick the phones up. So Google showcased the new Google Assistant with Bard integration, which again makes Siri look like a caveman. Imagine having Bard or anything similar like ChatGPT integrated into your phone. Well, that's pretty much what Google is doing with these new Pixel 8 phones. I mean, this is honestly insane. I mean, think about it. I'll use Google as example. You're on a hike, right? You come up to a fork, there's a sign, right? You don't know which route to take. Well, you can simply take a picture of the sign. And Google Assistant with Bard integration will recommend which trail to take depending on if you're going by yourself and you're looking for more an adventurous trail, or maybe you're hiking with your family or dog. This is incredible because as someone who hikes, if I go out with my family, well, of course, I'm not going to take them on the most ridiculous hikes ever, right? Because, my parents are not 20 years old, right? Because that would be very weird if my parents were 20 and I'm almost 30, right? That doesn't even make sense. So you take a picture and then you automatically tell like Bard, hey, I'm with my elderly parents, I'm with my dog, which trail makes more sense for us, right? Because we don't want to play a guessing game. No problem, Bard will tell you which trail makes more sense. Is that not insane? Am I the only person that's like excited about this? This is crazy. I don't even know how it works. How does it know which trail makes more sense? Does it like gather like Google reviews from what other people are saying? Like, how does this stuff work? I don't even know. And you know what? I don't even care. The new camera AI stuff looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. It literally looks like something like in some detective movie that we've seen like 15 years ago. It is wild. I mean, you have the ability to cut out subjects and reposition them anywhere on the screen, or even changing the way the sky looks. Now, the whole changing sky thing isn't necessarily new. I know my Xiaomi phone used to do that, but I guess once you couple that with everything else that the new Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro can do, that's where it becomes like, oh, this is new. Another great feature is if you're taking a group shot and someone blinks after you've told them not to blink for the 100th time, well, no worries, because AI will automatically take a few photos before and after, and you could pick which face looks best, and it'll just stitch that on to the final photo. Again, like, what? Taking photos is getting like so much more advanced because you have to kind of start asking yourself, well, what is considered a photo? Because a photo used to be point and shoot, and everything in that photo is exactly what your eyes saw. But now it's just like, well, it's not really that anymore. A photo is basically anything you want it to be. You can pick up the subject, put it anywhere you want in the photo, but that subject wasn't there in real life, It's so like, what is a photo now? Another insane feature that's exclusive to the 8 Pro and not the 8. So if you want this feature, you got to go with the 8 Pro. But that's the ability to give your video a boost. It's literally called Video Boost. And it works by sending a video that you just took and you send it into the cloud, and it processes every single frame of that video. And after a few hours, it'll just send you back a finished result, which completely enhances the HDR. I mean, they compared it to the iPhone 15 Pro. And I mean, if it looks that drastic as they showcased, then hey, I'm impressed. Because the 15 Pro takes incredible videos. I have one. And so if the Pixel can not only match, but go above and beyond, then I think we're looking at a new video champion. Because the iPhones right now take arguably the best video. But again, you have to start asking yourself, well, what does it mean to take a video? Because I know a lot of creators are going to bring this up, including myself. It's like, sure, yeah, you can boost your video with the Pixel 8 and just the 8 Pro, but is that considered an actual video? Is that considered a video that you just took in real time? I'm arguing that it's kind of not, because you have to send it into the cloud, wait a few hours or maybe overnight, and then that video gets spit back out at you, and then you're left with the final result. So it's basically an edited video, not a video that you took in real time. Does that make sense? Honestly, I think we're headed towards a future where you can't even use video evidence in court to a crime that you are seeing happening like right before your eyes, you know? Because if you take a video of someone doing something bad and then later you want to use that evidence in court, well, then the opposing counsel could easily say, well, that video was edited by AI and it may or may not have added details into that video that were not originally there. I'm saying this might be the future because this was actually the past. This happened during the Kyle Rittenhouse case, the case that made noise all around the world. During trial, they were using a video evidence, but the video was heavily zoomed in. So the opposing counsel made the argument that says, well, since you're zooming in the video, the pixels are going to be combined, and then it may or may not have added details or taken away details, so it can't really be used as evidence. And that's not even AI, that's just digital zoom. So I don't know, man. I think this whole AI thing is like super interesting, and a part of me is super excited for it because I just love new tech. But then you got to really start thinking about, well, okay, but what are the downsides? Just something to think about. Another thing I want to congratulate Google on is that they're now supporting the 8 and the 8 Pro for 7 years of operating system updates. This is not just those small security updates. These are full-on operating system updates. This is never before seen. Even Apple doesn't update their phones that long. I believe it's between 5 and 6 years for iPhones. So Google just came out of nowhere and, you know, they were like, oh, well, we're going to do it 7 years. So Apple, your move. But the thing I want to test out is that new Generation 3 of Tensor chip. Because if you guys know me, you know that my only gripes with the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 7 Pro, which I have, my only gripes about those devices is that the battery life is quite bad and the phones get hot. I mean, they get so hot that if you're video recording, it just stops video recording. So if Google can nail those two things with the 8 and the 8 Pro, I mean, they might be the best Android phones. I will be testing that out once I get the phones next week, so if you guys are curious, definitely subscribe if you haven't been already. As far as pre-orders go, they're pretty good this year. So if you pre-order the Pixel 8 Pro, you can get up to $800 off with a qualified trade-in, and you can get the Pixel Watch 2, the brand new Pixel Watch 2, for free. And the best part is, if you don't even want the watch, well, whenever it arrives, you can just sell it and get even more money back towards the phone that you just bought. I mean, this is a win-win. And if you pre-order the Pixel 8, the standard Pixel 8, you can still get up to $800 off with a qualified trade-in, and you're getting the Pixel Buds Pro for free. And again, if you don't want them, you can just sell them and get even more money back towards the phone. This is a win-win situation, and these are really good deals. So again, if you guys are interested, I'll have links down below. So let me know if you're excited for this generation of Pixel phones, because I am, man. I love AI. I love the future of AI because it is the future. From now on, any phone that doesn't implement AI into it is automatically losing when it comes to long-term usage. Because even if AI doesn't really matter right this second, even though it does, but let's say for the argument's sake, it doesn't matter right now, and you go out and buy a phone that doesn't have AI or at least some sort of AI in it, and you keep it for 5 years, well, I can promise you during those 5 years, there are going to be insane advancements with AI, because AI is advancing so incredibly fast even right now. So if you get the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro, you're automatically ahead of everyone else that's not doing what Google is doing right now. This is bigger than what people are making it out to be. So again, let me know down below if you guys are excited. I know I am. And if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. And if you definitely want to see more Pixel videos, definitely subscribe. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.